So for the next section, it would be nice if you have a yoga block. And if you don't have a yoga block, what to do? You can use a yoga block or anything else really, and to be honest, you can use books or you can use nothing at all. It's not bad if you don't have anything. It just kind of puts the shoulder in a little bit of a better angle if the arm is a little bit lifted. So I'll show you how to do it now. The idea is you put the blocks out to the sides so that when you lie on your belly with the arms out, that your elbows are slightly supported like this, okay? This is the starting position, and we're going to do these little raises to practice the external rotation of the shoulder. These small muscles on the back of the scapula that do this function, rotating the arm outwards. So you can do it without gear, but feel free to take a book or something else and see how it goes. So we've got our elbows grounded, forehead in the ground as well. And now, keeping your elbows grounded, try and lift your hands off the ground. It's a very small movement. And then lower back down. We do this around 10 or 11 times. 1 and down. 2 and down. It's a very specific action. If you want, you can turn on the rest of your body, like activating the knees and taking a little bit of a hollow body, but really just focus on this simple up and down. And probably we're on 5 or 6 now. 7, 8, we'll go for 11, 9, 10, and the crux is that we stay on the last one. Stay for 10 seconds. So you're still elbows down, you're still hands up. Hold that external rotation, feel that muscular action for another breath or 2. Moving directly onwards, reach your hands forward in a handstand. You can arch a little bit to allow this next exercise to work in exactly the same way. So basically, from here, you're just going to reach your arms up as high as you can, and then lower back down. And reach up, and lower back down. Another 10 times. So it's the same idea. Now it's just the whole arm is moving. You can try and keep your hollow body, but it has to be possible for you to lift the arms off the ground. So the rest of the body can be tight. Squeeze your inner thighs by pushing your feet together. 7, 8, nice and slow. Should be burning in between your shoulder blades. 9, 10, 11, 12. And now hold for 10 seconds. Hold for 10 seconds. Breathe. Reach. Keep the whole body active. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And you can stretch between the shoulder blades, perhaps by grabbing one knee and leaning a little bit back. So I hope you feel that as much as I do. So core and shoulders taken care of. Let's do a gentle wrist routine. So just take down the camera. Oops. So coming on to all fours, let us start to do 10 wrist push-ups. Wrist push-ups. Followed by 10 wrist push-ups on the fingertips, going up and down. You can turn the elbow pit a little bit forward. Now point the fingers back, and we do this stretch that we also did last week, where we bend the arms and reach the elbows back and come forward again. Do this nice and controlled so that there's no point where it's a jerky movement. Make it a nice, smooth operation. And it's normal that you also feel it on your underarm. I feel it a lot in the palm of my hand. Holding 10 seconds on the bottom. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the fingers forward. Before we're done, we do a little planche lean. So planching means to move the shoulders over the hands. So keeping the root of your hand in the ground, go in that direction gently. You can hollow your chest a little bit and push your shoulder blades forward. And don't overdo this, okay? So listen to the pressure of your wrists. Shouldn't hurt, okay? And holding this position now, press the fingertips into the ground for 10 strong seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And from here we can take a little rest, shake it out. So that position right there, that pushing into the ground with the fingertips is a very nice strengthening exercise, as well as a good stretch for the wrist. For those of you who are interested in learning how to press, it's not a bad idea to really get to know the planche position well. Back of the hand routine. So let's point the fingers together and move up and down. And be a little bit more gentle now, hands close to the knees. Lifting up and down like this. Okay, point the fingers back. Rotate the elbow pit in and out. Make also this movement nice and smooth, and finish with rotating forward and leaning a little bit back until you find a stretch. And holding that, push your fingertip, your nails gently into the ground for 10 seconds. So my fingers are pointing back like this. Keep the whole back of the hand in the ground as you do this, and be very gentle. So don't exaggerate this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Take a moment to notice the effect. Of course, it can make the wrist a little bit tender. But since a lot of handstand is like this and puts a lot of pressure on top of the hand, it's really nice to balance out the wrist with this kind of work, just like we want to balance out the handstand position with this kind of work, shoulder extension. Okay, so to kind of finish this warm-up sequence, let's do a little bit of playful style kick-ups. So it will just be scissoring. Camera to the back. Yeah. See how that works. So very calm repetitions of going into the ground, doing a kick and standing back up. So I encourage you just to start really slow. Just feel the movement without any pressure to perform or anything. Just a nice little sense of momentum. Feel the hips as they travel. And you can switch legs, but you can also stay on the same side as I did. Eventually you might want to switch sides. there is something to be said for really activating your legs quite powerfully. So when you come off the ground, see if you can keep those legs really engaged. Finally, let's do switches, which means that you jump and switch the leg, so the opposite leg comes down. And this one you can also switch sides to feel the difference. Around 10 repetitions. Yeah, exactly, and point the toes, engage those legs. Makes it a bit easier to feel where you are. So don't neglect being aware of your feet, your knees and your hips as you go into this. In and out. Okay, so this little kick-up sequence concludes the warm-up.